This is Karma, our 20-foot long mainland reticulated python, and she needs a home.
I bought an entire shipping container in order to contain one of the world's largest snakes. If we're gonna complete this build on time, we're definitely gonna have to think outside the box. And this is a really big box.
Yes, Garrett, that is a really big box, and one that will actually prove to be much more challenging than you anticipate, waiting to be assembled into the oh so anticipated shipping container enclosure. And Karma still needs her home. So in order to do this, we'll need to design and build an entirely different enclosure than the one we had planned. And we need to have this done by New Year's, which gives us about 5 days to complete this build. This is gonna be really challenging.
Guys, to get this done, we need some really long 2x4s. These are 14-foot long 2x4s. And I have a pickup truck with a 4.5-foot bed. I also have a bunch of kids that don't pay attention, even when they're on YouTube. So problem one, get them out of the way. Talking on the side over there. Problem two, I think we're gonna have to bundle all this wood up independently and figure out how to really tie it on the truck. This is gonna be a little bit sketchy. It's also really slippery and snowy outside. Already we're encountering some, I wouldn't say difficulties, just challenges. Hopefully that will keep them from wanting to completely fall off. Maybe I should bundle them together a little more. Oh no, we're just preparing to tie these ridiculously long things on our small truck. Thank you. All this just to get the groceries home.
It's snowing. This is not the day to do this. Just FYI, people. So fun, so fun.
Well, we got it unloaded, we got it inside. It is cold, it is wet, but today I have help.
This is Abby and Jody, and they're making this work go by a whole lot faster. Meanwhile, Garrett was having an absolute blast wrangling the chop saw.
At some point today, I realized that after your snake is above a certain size, you don't build it a tank. You build it a house.
Until the spring liberates me from my winter hell. I've got candles and candy. I can be your daddy if you only let me creep into your prison cell.
That's a weird snake cage. It really is. That's not bad for one day's worth of work. And so far this build has cost me 40 bucks. Pretty happy with it. Yeah. All that's left is everything. Day two, got some supplies. Look how pretty that looks in the morning light, isn't that cool? So, we're gonna do the lower interior walls and the floor and the roof. But I might have to go get some stuff for the floor and the roof, so that's gonna be a problem. We'll see how to do it. It's a little bit crazy.
See how far we get.
You ready for this?
Okay, let's do it.
So it just doesn't line up very nice. There you go.
Oh, see?
Okay, hold on.
Told you
What did you tell him?
that it was that way.
Nick.
That's heavy.
Wait a minute, is that a turkey carver? What is he trying to do with a turkey carver?
That doesn't work. looks cute. It looks like it's like from the Hamptons or something. She's got her own mailbox.
Got her fan mailbox.
That's way too funny. So we gotta trim the bottom parts out there, but you can see inside there the universal rock looks good. Here and everything should be good to go. We're waiting for our heaters to come in. I gotta figure out some way to transport these tops.
Karma's cage was coming together, but by this time there's only 72 hours remaining and still so much to do to get her home all ready and prepped for her move-in.
Morning everybody, it's day 3. Last big thing, get this roof on.
There was just one big problem.
Those roof pieces are 12 feet long. We've seen this problem before, but it's okay. I have a solution here in the Home Depot parking lot. This is gonna be a little awkward because I wanna cut these in half. I don't have a lot of room for mistakes, but I also don't have a tape measure or a T-square. I do have a Sharpie and a tie-down strap. I think we can make it work because I don't wanna spend money on a tape measure and a T-square because I forgot them at the shop.
I'm actually super impressed with just how well and how far Garrett's crappy chic lifestyle has carried him.
Got a little bent, cut was a little messy. I do have some extra so I can trim it when I get back to the shop now that it'll fit my truck. But look at the no measuring tape method. These are all lined up over here. And these ones are pretty dang close. I was off by maybe a 1/4 inch. They fit just fine now. Let's get to work.
Just as things were seeming to be going right with this build, we ran into another big problem.
I had this Jeep, a World War II military Jeep, custom made, engine removed, frame cut, new frame installed for Karma as a hide spot. This thing was gonna be awesome for that shipping container cage with like a jungle military theme. It doesn't fit in the new cage, or it barely fits, and I'd be afraid of her being so thick, getting stuck on it. We've got these extra pieces of plastic PVC from some cage prototyping that we were working on. So I'm gonna cut these down and just make her a nice little dog house so that she can hide in there. We'll heat it the same as we would the Jeep. It won't look as fancy, but cross our fingers, maybe she won't notice. Stuff cuts easy, but holy smokes is it messy. Holy smokes, now that I have that little box together, I'm just realizing that this girl's throw together hide spot is basically a Superdorf cage. Big animals, big cost. Clearly that camera spot is not working. JJ, how good of a cameraman are you?
Good.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right, film me and Riley going up the stairs. The old man side. We got it. Keep going. Keep going. Ooh, just fits. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think? Look, it has a roof. It has rock walls. It has a giant doghouse. Takes up like half the thing.
Is this a hide box?
Yeah, let me a little hide box for it. Everybody's favorite stuff. I'll get you this knife. It's longer.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. I'll have to try to not piss you off, yeah?
Yeah.
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 We tried the spray foam. We had a huge problem. It blobbed all the way down onto the floor. She's already cleaned it up, but like this was a completely filled one. It just went and ran out. But fortunately, we found some of this in the trailer. Problem solved. Sun's going down outside. It's the end of day 3. I was supposed to finish it in 3 days.
It's safety.
I think we're gonna go into day 4. What do you think?
I don't have much food left.
I haven't eaten any of my granola bar snacks. Good work, babe. I gotta go back up on the roof, which is not entirely stable, and keep screwing these things in. There are a lot of these screws to put in. It's time to leave. That's the end of day 3. The whole inside of the cage is done, which is good. But we have a lot of work to do on the outside of the cage tomorrow to finish it up. We wouldn't want to do too much construction while Karma was inside the cage. Time to go home. Wish me luck.
Time is running out and the pressure is on.
All right, guys. Day 4. We get the dream team assembled and running. And I got a box. Hadley's over there measuring. This is kind of the last thing we were waiting for to be able to get her in there. Last piece that need to be ordered. Cane heat mat. Check it out. These are made for like dogs, pigs, goats, stuff like that, livestock that lives outside. I don't think they had giant snakes in mind, but they're actually built like the radiant heat panels that we use in the reptile industry, just a lot beefier, this heavy duty poly. So I'm actually gonna attach this on the inside lid of this. Now that we're finishing up the siding, you can see that we have her all insulated as we're going along. They've got some pre-cut pieces over there. I think it's gonna be pretty great. Okay, afternoon of day 4. We had to pull in even more help. So Marilyn is up here. She's usually helping us out washing dishes for all the babies downstairs. So is it helpful to think of this as like one gigantic dish that you can climb inside? What are your feelings about building tiny homes for giant snakes?
Pretty cool, I guess.
Are you excited to have a tiny home with a giant snake in it right here in your neighborhood?
Yep.
Me too. Me too. We are out of screws with this much left to hang and out of our free trim that we've been using with this one corner left to go. So off to the hardware store. It's so close to being finished. There's a pretty cool light up here with a Bluetooth speaker on it so we can play jungle noises. But it's not turned on. I don't know how bright it is. That looks pretty good to me.
With the last minute trip to the hardware store, we were burning up precious minutes that we needed to be able to finish this build on time.
It is down to the wire. I'm running through the snake room. I gotta get a few more screws. We gotta get her heat panel set up. I said I was gonna finish this thing by the end of this year, and I still have like almost 24 hours to go. Marilyn tried to leave. I would not let her. Instead, we made her carry in all this mulch and this water thing. Hadley tried to leave. I wouldn't let her.
Trapped.
She's trapped. She had to turn her shirt inside out so she could do the painting in there. We gotta attach this thing. I got the screws. Oh, we're down to the wire, guys. This is literally just like a gigantic version of those ones that we use for the hatchlings. We were gonna do her Jeep, but it just wouldn't fit. All right, I'll put you guys down. We'll show you the final reveal. But we managed to build a gigantic snake cage or a really small house.
Guys, in this video, we built a tiny home for a 20-foot retake. What do you think of the build? Leave a comment below. Make sure to watch this next video if you like videos like this one.